At least Andrea Jenkyns, who many of you will know, who's our skills minister, looking at FE and HE. Now, critical to our skills agenda, Andrea, is the participation of employers. Right? We can lead a horse to water, but we can't make it drink. As you introduce yourself, perhaps you could talk about the work you're going to do to bring more businesses in to offer apprenticeships, because we're not short of applicants. Right? Lots of young people want to do them. We now need places.
Completely agree, Secretary of State. I'm very proud to be part of this whole skills agenda, because to me, we are future-proofing our economy. So I think a big focus for me is actually looking at, as you rightly said, Secretary of State, is engagement with employers, and how can we make the process easier for employers? Because especially if you're a one-man band where you wear several hats, it can't be a cumbersome process. It's got to be easy. And on top of that, though, what I'd like to focus on, what are the emerging industries? What are the skills needed for our economy of tomorrow? As a lot of people might know, I'm very pro-Brexit, and I think this is an opportunity. I want to see these homegrown skills. And other things that I really want to focus on are not only is access to education. To me, for too long, the focus has always been on academia. And I think that, we've got to be proud of our academia, the universities. We have some of the greatest universities in this world, and part of my brief is international education. And I'll certainly be selling, this across the globe. But the other aspect, I think we need to actually ensure that not only at teacher level, at parent level, throughout the education landscape, that vocational qualifications and technical qualifications are seen as equally as important. So raising that esteem, I think, is definitely going to be a focus. And another thing we should be proud of is, the amount of apprenticeships we've had is amazing. I was speaking to somebody who'd worked in the sector for over 30 years, and she told me that under Brown's government, she'd really tried to push him to actually mention apprenticeships once per year. And look at us where we're at now. It's amazing. We've currently got 300,000 apprenticeships on the go at the moment. But on top of that, it's the T levels. I mean, I went to the Northwest and on T-level results day, and I wish I could bottle that energy I saw there. If students were coming up to me and saying it's changed their lives. Getting that work experience is a great social mobility manoeuvre. Not everybody, it's easy for middle-class families to actually get the work experience, get the internships in MPs' offices, but working-class backgrounds, like myself, like many on this panel, it's much harder to have those opportunities. So to actually have the work experience element that apprenticeships and T-levels offer on the CV, we're really giving a better start to those young people. And finally, we've got one person clapping. Oh, thank you. And finally, Secretary of State, I'm immensely proud of what we're bringing in 2025. It's a lifelong learning entitlement. So if you think learning is not all about school leavers, and I think this is going to be so important that we're really changing the way the landscape of education is funded. And this is really going to help those people who look after loved ones, people who have been out the jobs market or was never trained before. It gives them some great opportunities and flexibility in the learning system. So I think that's an incredibly exciting place to be.
Brilliant. Well.